Hi, Cliffy Loam. Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, um, just was thinking, wanted to share this with everybody. Talk a little bit about distractions. Um, distractions is to distract. There's a lot of times where in your life, you pursue something or you do something and you go ahead and do something and you have an aim, you have a plan, and during this process, there's a distraction or somebody distracts you or something distracts you. It could be a friend, it could be anything, anything that's meant there for distraction. And there are some people like I'm a person that easily gets distracted. ADD, pretty much. Um, but learning how to realize when there's a distraction, when you have a distraction, and when something's distracting you from getting to your goals and getting towards where you need to be in life. A lot of the times, you have friends. Sometimes they mean to, and sometimes they don't mean to. Which means is that sometimes you might have friends that deliberately distract you because they don't see where you're trying to go, or what you're trying to do, or what you're trying to achieve. So they distract you by any means possible, and by implanting distractions in your brain to help you not follow through on what you're trying to do. And there's sometimes where the friends don't intentionally do it. They just do it, and learning how to get away from that. And I myself, I've been in situations where I've had friends, and they're pursuing one thing and I'm pursuing another thing, and they constantly want me to pursue what they're pursuing and follow them and what they're doing, even though they know what I'm doing. They constantly try to distract me um, from getting away from what I'm doing. And I grew up um, in in a society, or where I grew up in a culture where we have loyalty, and we have stick with your people and stuff like that. And it was so difficult for me from to detach myself from certain things and certain people, because I felt like, well, I don't want to be disloyal to this person, or I don't want to you know go against this person or anything like that. But at a certain point in time, you have to realize when something is dragging you down and distracting you from getting towards your goals and doing what you're trying to do isn't right. It's something where you need to get away from. It's something where you need to, okay, well, let's say, okay, let me go this way and you go this way. Um, and it took me some time to realize that. It took me some time to really get to that point to understand where, like, okay, I am not helping myself by constantly moving forward and forth with this person's decisions or this person's plans and moving along with what they're saying. Um, I need to go with what I'm thinking and what I'm doing and what I've always wanted, and follow that. And lots of the times, they might not be happy about that, or they might think, oh well, you're now you're trying to move away, or you're not trying to be my friend, or you're trying to isolate yourself from me. And no, I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to get my mind right. I'm trying to get myself right. I'm trying to not be distracted from what you're distracting me from, so I can get to my goals. And sometimes you have to detach yourself from those type of people. Um, society, society also is. They have a way of distracting you from the focus. Right now, you look on TV and you go to you look on these channels, and I don't want to say any specific stations, but any news station, you hear the news and it's constant distraction from getting towards the exact real thing that's going on. And they distract you by implanting these little things, and the media, they continuously go along with that same cycle of things. Okay, the next channel. You ever noticed if you're watching the news, and let's say you're watching a standard news channel, national news channel, and of course you got news at 10, and you go on another station, you got another news at 10, and they pretty much have the same things going on, but in different segments. So for instance, if I'm watching this channel, they're doing news about something like weather right now, and then you change the next channel and they're talking about what's going on as far as politically. Okay, then you go back to that other channel, then their weather is done, and now they're talking about political. Then you go back to this channel, and now their political is done. Now they're talking about weather. It's the same cycle that's going on. It's certain things that they do to distract you from getting towards what's really going on. And then for the youngsters too, we have distractions. We have all these social medias, and not to bash social media, because there's certain things where social media help people obtain income and stuff like that, but there are things that distract you. There's a whole bunch of things to get your mind out of what really needs to be done and what really needs to be said, or following your dreams or following your goals. And I just want to encourage people that, even though with the distraction, because it gets difficult, even with these distractions, don't forget the main goal. Don't forget the main thing that you're trying to do and trying to achieve. And know when there's a distraction. Know when there is a distraction, and that's trying to keep you away from what you're trying to do, or hide what you're trying to do. Let's not do it. Get away. Snap out of it. Let's get out of that mind frame. It's a distraction. And follow what I'm doing. No, you know what? You're telling me this road? No, I'm going to go this road. Let me do it. Let me do what I feel that's great in my heart. Let me not follow into that distraction of getting from what I'm trying to do. It's Cliffy Long, guys. Take care.